Daryl, off the back of yesterday's 3-2 win against Kings Lynn, I mean, what a crazy game of football, but what a vital 3 points.
Yeah, it was a mad game in terms of the way the game went and the goals, but I thought it was a really, really good performance from start to finish. Even that first period, I mean, how we were 2-0 down was unbelievable with the amount of chances and stuff we created, but the lads stuck to the task and kept believing and got the win in the end.
Is that the best way to win a game of football, sort of right at the death at the last minute?
It gives you the biggest buzz, I think, when you win a game like that. I think, especially the way it happened as well, missing the penalty and then scoring from the resulting corner in, what was it, a 92nd, 93rd minute. It definitely gives you the biggest buzz, and they're the kind of games when you wish the crowd was there. It's one of them games you win 3-2 like that, and everyone bounces into the pub buzzing, and you can't carry on that buzz you got and together. And unfortunately, these times we haven't got that. But hopefully, everyone who watched it at home and enjoyed the win.
I mean, I think we had 11 shots in the first half, none on target. Kings Lynn got up there and scored clinically with the 2 chances they had. What did you say to the boys at half time?
Keep doing what you're doing. I think it would have been very easy at half time to make subs or change shape, or the shape and the players who were playing well. They were. It was two errors from us in our box, not ruthless enough in our box, and we weren't ruthless enough in their box. It was more about just sharpening that up and believing in the players on the pitch. And even as the game went on, the way we played, the formation we played was working because we were creating chance after chance. And it was just about taking them chances and putting the ball in the net.
I say we created so many chances throughout the game. Is it a case of sort of bringing that into the next couple of matches that we've got coming up, but also bringing sort of the clinical finishing that we need as well?
Yeah, I mean, we scored 3, missed a penalty, hit the post, hit the crossbar. We probably had better chances than that as well that we didn't take. I think carrying on probably from a little bit on Tuesday night, we spoke to the players about crossing the ball more, putting the ball into more dangerous areas, and then filling them areas, and not trying to score the perfect goal. I think we've been definitely something that I've accused us of, trying to score the perfect goal sometimes, because we've got so many talented players, and you probably go and see 3 uglier goals than we scored yesterday. But I mean, and we have to score them ugly goals. They're the goals everyone scores, and we've got to make that a habit now, And we know that we've got people like Deering, Balanta, Saunders, Weston, McCallum, Wilson, McQueen, that if we need a bit of magic, they can produce a bit of magic. But the goals, yes, they've got to be the staple goals we score.
Mitch Brundle, I mean, he had to wait a long time to take that penalty. He had the keeper sort of coming up to him and having a bit of a dig at the penalty spot as well. Missed the penalty, but then to pick himself up and not dwell on it and run to that near post and get the header in. I mean, fantastic commitment.
Yeah, anybody who knows Bronze knows that's what he is. He's 90 minutes of commitment. He's got a big personality. He's a resilient character. He's a really, really resilient character, and you need them in your team. Same as Dean Rance as well. It's a similar kind of personalities again, who are just so resilient. But I'm glad Bronze got his goal, because he would have been devastated if we drew the game and he'd missed the penalty. None of us would have. I'd be delighted for him.
Andy had a 30 as well. First goal for Dagenham and Redbridge. Did he mean it?
If he meant it, he should be playing in the Premier League again. No, listen, it was a cross, wasn't it? But I thought Andy again was terrific yesterday on my right hand side, and delighted from him. Listen, you keep putting the ball into the box and anything can happen, and we got a bit of luck with that one for sure. But it probably wasn't anything more than we deserved.
And you changed the shape as well going into yesterday. You went from a back 5 to a back 4. What was the thinking behind that?
I wanted to play Georgie Saunders. He's coming this season from being a part-time player. He's had 2 quite long injuries. He's been off 3 times with COVID not because he had COVID, but because he's been in contact with people with COVID. He's had such a broken season that he hasn't been able to get in a run of games, and it's just a game that I earmarked for him to play in this one. And I wanted to play him higher up the pitch instead of being in a wing-back role to give him more freedom. So that's the main reason why we changed to a 4, was to get him high up the park and get him on the ball high up the park, and we felt he could have a real impact on the game. And I thought he was outstanding yesterday, to be honest. So I thought to go in the way he did, and the amount of crosses he put in, and not just aimless balls into the box, crosses with real quality on him. And he had a good game, and now he has to move forward and take that forward and keep himself in the team now.
And I guess this is like you said, sort of the way we've won. It breeds confidence, doesn't it, going into sort of the next couple of games that we've got coming up.
Yeah, I think the way you win it shows we are confident anyway. And I think the way we won it shows we have got belief. And that was something we spoke about after the game Tuesday night. I know how much these players want to be successful and how much they want to win because I see it day in, day out. And I think everybody could see it yesterday. At half time, if a team didn't believe or a team wasn't fighting or it wasn't desperate to do well, you wouldn't have seen that performance in the second half when you're 2-0 down. Some teams when that happens, when they fold, or they feel sorry for themselves, and that team yesterday done anything but that. It's a side that's desperate to do well, and we look forward to well, we've got 28 now, 29 now to go, so it's still a long, long way to go, and we just look at one game at a time, and that's Eastleigh on Tuesday night.
So what are you expecting from Eastleigh in our next match?
It's always a tough place to go, Eastleigh. Always. Obviously, I played for Eastleigh. I was captain of Eastleigh many moons ago now. It's a difficult place to go. Strevs has done a great job down there. They'll have Jack Payne back. They'll have Ben House back, who didn't play Saturday, neither of them. So again, I expect to be different. They're all different games in this league. There's no easy games, and you can see it every time we've got games or the fixture list is out, and you look at the results of the game. There's always one or two that you didn't think would happen. It's like it every week. So we've got to attack every game, make sure we're on the front foot, and make sure we're doing what we're good at. Like I said, when we look forward to it.